And now let's move on to part 2 of the confirmed spoilers for One Piece Chapter 1165. Ready? Then let's set sail. After the intro, hello everyone, and welcome to Manga Information Channel. I'm here with more exciting content, and get ready because we've got the second part of the confirmed spoilers. But before jumping into the video, I kindly ask you to leave your like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell. That really helps the channel grow and reach more people. Give me that little push, and without further delay, let's get into the content. Alright, before we dive into the new additions, let's make a quick recap of everything that has already been confirmed for Chapter 1165, just so we're all on the same page. Chapter title, Reverberation, showing the echoes and consequences of God Valley. Cover, the Care Bear hint was confirmed. It shows Law and Beepo using the Heart Pirates as pillows. The end of the rocks, Shiki declares the end of the crew, and we see its members going their separate ways. Main fight. The Battle of Garp and Roger versus Zebeck will not be off-screen. It's described as an epic battle that stretches across several pages. Eternal Debt. We see Kaido and Big Mom talking, and she mentions that he has an eternal debt with her. The origin of that debt is revealed here. The Marco Polo hint, a genius pun by Oda. Whitebeard meets a man named Pologram, who seems to be Marco's father, and he asks to join the crew. Final attack. The fight ends with a combined strike. Garp uses something similar to Luffy's elephant Gatling, confirming the Gatling hint, and Roger channels his haki through his sword. The mystery. When Zebeck is defeated, a dark and evil energy escapes from his body, leaving behind a massive hook for the future plot. Okay, as everyone knows, these confirmed spoilers from Chapter 1165 are absolutely insane. But of course, there's more. These new details make the chapter even crazier. Let's start with the first edition. We know that Zebeck, Garp, and Roger will fight, and the battle will conclude within this same chapter. And now, we've got insane new information about it. Zebeck's Conqueror's haki, as hinted before, is capable of nullifying enemy attacks. Stop and think about what nullify really means. It doesn't mean defend, it doesn't mean tank like Kaido. Kaido had hard skin and an armament haki so strong that you needed advanced Conqueror's haki to pierce it. What this new detail suggests is that Zebeck's haki, this new level mentioned in the hints, is a kind of negation. It's as if his haki cancels out Garp and Roger's haki before it even connects. Roger and Garp can barely hurt Zebeck as their haki cannot pierce him at all. In other words, his haki is far stronger than even Kaido's in the future. Imagine the despair. We're talking about Garp and Roger, the hero of the Marines and the future Pirate King, two of the strongest men ever to walk the planet, and they simply can't even scratch Zebeck. That puts Zebeck on a terrifying level of power. In the end, that's why they unleash all their haki in a single combined attack, the move known as Infinitum. They knew that if this attack failed, Zebeck would kill them. It wasn't a battle of endurance. It was an all-or-nothing gamble for survival, and they barely managed to succeed. That was the first edition. Now the second edition is about the hint where someone invites another person to join their crew. Remember how the main spoiler said that Pologram asked to join Whitebeard's crew? Well, we thought that was Marco's father, but no. The Luffy invites Loki hint was referring to a different scene. It turns out it was Roger who invited Garp to join his crew. Yes! In the middle of the fight. That's so Roger. It's so Luffy-like. In the middle of a world-shaking battle for survival, fighting side by side with his greatest rival, Roger looks at Garp and thinks, "This guy's amazing. He's fun." And seeing how well they fought together, Roger actually invited Garp to join his pirate crew. That shows not only Roger's personality, but also the deep respect he developed for Garp within just a few minutes of battle. Of course, Garp refused. He denied it and stayed with the Marines, as we know. He's the hero of the Marines. But the fact that this invitation even happened is simply brilliant. So that hint was about Roger himself inviting Garp to join his crew. Now, for the Dragon fans, get ready. We've got a huge confirmation here, a sequence that will get a lot of Dragon fans excited. For years, the One Piece community has treated Dragon like a meme. The man who only looks east, the great runaway, the man who never does anything. Well, this edition changes that. Dragon did something shocking. He threatened his own squad leader to save all the civilians on God Valley Island. That's right. Dragon pointed his gun at his superior and said, "Either you save every civilian inside God Valley, or I'll kill you." Yes, this is it. This is the origin of the Revolutionary Army. This is the exact moment when Monkey D. Dragon the Marine dies and Dragon the Revolutionary is born. He didn't just disobey orders, he committed treason. He pointed a weapon at a Marine superior, not for some vague ideal, but to save lives, to rescue slaves like Kuma and Ginny. He saw the rotten justice of the Marines, who were willing to erase an entire island, and he said, no. So, if you've been mocking Dragon, think twice, because this was a truly powerful and defining act from Luffy's father. Alright everyone, those were the additional spoilers for Chapter 1165. Remember, we might still get more content later today or even tomorrow, more extra spoiler details. However, the full summary will drop on Wednesday afternoon at Flug, and the narrated chapter with scans will release on Thursday. The official release will be on Sunday. And remember, there will not be a break after Chapter 1165. That's right, Oda is continuing straight ahead. So, what are your thoughts on this chapter? It will most likely conclude the God Valley incident. Did you like the way it turned out? Did it feel rushed? Tell me in the comments below. Honestly, I think it was a bit rushed. But I believe either the anime or maybe even a future movie could revisit the God Valley incident in full detail. But let me know what you think. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss any new uploads. Thanks for watching, see you next time, and take care. Qualquer formato de texto na versão narrada para vídeo